Oh yes, guys, welcome to Good Evening Crypto. You get an extra episode with a lot of news regarding BitBoy because BitBoy is now coming out explaining what happened. I have a full 30-minute recording where Bitcoin explains what has happened, why the company was stolen from him, who are the people who did exactly what they did, who backstabbed, why, who stole the money, who locked BitBoy out from his own building. This is what happened. He got locked out from the building. I'm gonna play you this whole episode from the raw recording, and this recording was done on Telegram because he did an event for the Bitcoin community, and someone just sent me this. You will enjoy it, guys. If you've been following this BitBoy and Bitcoin saga now, with BitBoy getting fired from his own company, you're gonna love this, guys. So without further ado, let me start. It starts with BitBoy basically saying that he has not a lot to say, but then you will understand. He talks here for 30 minutes and he reveals a lot. But without further ado, smash up the like, subscribe. Let me know if we should be covering this or not, if you like this crypto drama or not. But listen, guys, I know you like it. I see engagement, you like it. Okay, let's start. Let's start the show listening to what BitBoy is saying himself about the situation for the first time ever since he's fired. Since he was fired.
And that's not what they're telling me on the backside. So, the fact is that in the end, this is all going to be okay, and we're going to use this for good. And like Cassie said, this is going to end up being bullish. This is going to end up being very bullish for the project. I'm going to end up with a ton of PR after this is over, and it's probably going to be, mostly positive. And, I just want to say one thing is that I have gotten so many messages from people, so many calls. So I can't answer them all. I can't respond to all of them. But just know that I've seen all of them, and I appreciate the Bit Squad. I appreciate my friends. I've got a lot of friends out there. I know I see that now, a lot of friends, and a lot of people that over this have become enemies. And that's going to be what it's going to be. But I promise, guys, just stick with me here, and I appreciate all the support. And that's probably about all I can say for now. But just know I'm here. And I haven't gone anywhere. I'm laying low, and that's the way I've got to play right now. So there has been a marked trail of deceit for a very long time, and I'm just starting to uncover more and more and more of it. And I'll get into all that when it's time. But this has been a plan that's been launched in action for minimum of months. It looks like more like years when you look at the track record of some of the stuff that's been done. I was removed from all the trademarks. I was removed from the building. I've been removed from a lot of stuff without them telling me. And that's been going on for years. That's not months. That's years. So this has been a plan that's been launched. And you know what? I say good luck to them. At the end of the day, if I'm not able to get my company back, I start over tomorrow from square one, and I outgrow them in 2 months. It won't even be a question. So it is a very.
And by the way, just to comment here, yeah, I fully agree here. If BitBoy, I can give you my professional opinion because I know a thing or two about YouTube, as that's a big part of my life. I can tell you for sure that BitBoy within 1-2 months can absolutely outgrow his own channel. Not in terms of subscribers necessarily, but in terms of daily views, absolutely. Because listen, some channels are built around some brands where many people speak, many people present. But some channels like BitBoy, and like my own channel as well, is built around the personality. Because the most difficult thing for a channel is to go from 0 to 1. Basically, to go from nothing, no one knows you, no one speaks about you, no one cares about you, no one respects you, no one really cares about what you have to say, to building up an audience, building up a following. So, BitBoy has done it from scratch himself. The reason people watch BitBoy is because of BitBoy. It's not because of the other guys, I'm telling you. So, if he's to recreate his channel from scratch, can he get the same engagement as his old channel does right now? Absolutely. And he will not be able to catch up in terms of subscribers because it's just 1.5 million. I mean, most of them don't even watch YouTube anymore because they have left crypto. Because there are not that many people in crypto today because they came in and came out during the last bull market. So that's my take on it. I absolutely agree that BitBoy should recreate a channel. And it's going to be so simple because, listen, it's a matter of him restarting from scratch, going on a few different podcasts and YouTube channels, and people will very quickly find his new channel. It happens all the time. So as a professional, third-party opinion, I do agree with this statement.
Bloody battle right now. It is absolute war. So just want to say I appreciate you guys, and that's all I got to say right now.
Thanks for coming in, Ben. And
Okay,
you
so
got
now this lady is gonna speak, but the thing is, BitBoy comes back quite quickly here. You think that it's over? No, 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 it's not over. He speaks for like another half an hour. I think it's here.
Not
One
well.
second, guys.
Yeah, and I would like to just say one more thing here, real quick. I see some people in the comments talking about addressing allegations. Guys, I have not relapsed. I have not relapsed. That is a lie. Here is what they've done. Justin Williams and TJ have cooked up this plot because I take diet pills. I take phentermine. Anybody can look this up. Everybody knows. My wife knows. Cassie knows. Everybody knows. Phentermine is a weight loss pill that you take. There's a weight clinic that's been part of how I've been able to take all this weight off and keep it off. And they've been bringing this up as an issue to me. And now they've gone so far as to say that taking it's not over the counter selling prescription, but taking this phentermine, and they've tried to trap me several times in the last couple of weeks and be like, "Are you taking something else?" And be like, "No, it's diet pills." I act a little erratic. You guys, if you've ever seen erratic behavior on my channel, it's because I've been taking those diet pills, and everybody knows it. It's not a secret, and that's what they're trying to put out there. They're trying to put out there that I've relapsed. And they've been accusing me of doing cocaine and all kinds of stuff, and it's just factually incorrect. There is no. You guys have seen me on the channel. You guys have seen there might be a couple days here or there where I have been probably sleep deprived from taking the phentermine. I have a prescription for it, and that's what this all boils down to. And Justin Williams, this is why they're not telling you guys what's going on. They're not telling you what's going on because they're lying. Because in not saying it, let me tell you something about TJ. TJ, part of his whole entire thing is let's do loose contracts so we can get out of them at the end. Everything he set up in this entire business is about eventually him trying to take things from me. And they love the unknown. They love to live in the unknown. And they love to live in where they don't have to answer for themselves. So when they're throwing stuff out there and they're saying I'm relapsed, go press them on it. Go press them. What did he relapse on? They're gonna say diet pills because they don't have anything else. And let me tell you, these false accusations, allegations that they are making, they are very intense. And there is going to be hell to pay because there has not been one time I've been confronted on any of this. Not one time I've been asked to take a drug test. Not one time have I told them that I've been using anything because I haven't. So these allegations are 100% false. They're using this to get me out of my own company. Guys, look at the track record. They literally removed me from the building like 2 years ago when we bought our building because I'll be honest with you guys, I don't have the best credit. I don't have incredible credit because when I was poor, I made some bad decisions where I didn't pay some stuff off and then I got a lot of money and I didn't care. I didn't care. Why would I care to fix the credit? I tried paying stuff off and every time I pay stuff off, it would hurt my credit. So they removed me they were supposed to put me right back on. I don't think they ever put me back on. Then we found out our trademarks for BitBoy Crypto. Guess what? 2 years ago, TJ started these trademarks. And do you guys know who's the only person whose name is on that document of all our trademarks for BitBoy Crypto? That's right, is TJ. So you guys are going to find out.
Wait. I mean, this is crazy. This sounds insane to me. So apparently, the person who owns the BitBoy trademark is not BitBoy. It's this other guy. And that's crazy. Because at the end of the day, if you create something in any field and you are the main person, you are the impersonation of the brand, you're not just a hired guy, you actually create the brand, you create it from zero, there is no way in hell that you should put some third-party guy. Now, I know that BitBoy is in a very difficult situation, so I know that this comment from it doesn't help him in this particular situation. But now it makes sense to me that some mistakes were done, like this one, for example. And listen, it's a mistake. I'm sure BitBoy will learn from it going forward. We'll all become smarter when we make mistakes. And this is a mistake. It's a clear mistake. It's a whole different thing when you have situation like with Coin Bureau. You know that the guy who reads the Coin Bureau scripts videos, a guy who is a fantastic guy by the way, but he's not the founder of the channel. He was hired in the later stages of the company, and he is the main known guy, but he doesn't own the brand, he doesn't own the company. In the case with BitBoy, it's absolutely not the case, because I remember meeting BitBoy in 2019. or 2020, I don't remember when it was. It was in the last bear market. And I know how hard he worked to create what BitBoy is. I know how hard he worked. And he wasn't handed anything. He built it from scratch. So in this particular case, it's a bit beyond me why he wouldn't register everything on himself. But listen, mistakes are made. The fact that I comment this right now won't help anyone. Well, it won't help BitBoy, but maybe it helps someone here who is watching. Just in case you want to start a YouTube, guys, and you are the creator of the YouTube, please register on yourself, or don't let anyone else take it. Anyway, okay, moving on.
And this is going to get really dirty. And this is going to be this is war, guys. You need to understand, this is war. This is going to get extremely dirty before it gets better. But just know, if there's things that they say that are true, then I will say they're true. If there are things that are not true, I'm going to completely tell you they're false allegations. They're talking about, they told the employees that I because of physical violence towards employees. No, I threatened to beat the crap out of TJ when I found out he was trying to take everything from me. That's what happened. I threatened him, and I did threaten him because he was talking about taking my entire company. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to strip every single thing from me. And then he used that to continue on with his plan. This has been going on for months and months and months and months. This is not, and there are several other people that are involved in it. Justin Williams, the head of the snake is Justin Williams. I'll tell you guys that. Anybody that supports Vimeo going forward, you can forget it. That thing's going to be dead on arrival, no question about it. That's not, that thing's never going to take off. And that was a big mistake that I made, making him the CEO of that company, because technically I can't fire him. So good job, Justin. You got it. At the end of the day, though, the truth is on my side, and we are going to.
I'm not sure. Like here's where I'm not sure what he says, because he basically says that he made some guy CEO. Okay, let me go to this view and then to one thing is. So I don't really understand this fully, because he said that he made some guy CEO, and that, yeah, it meant that the guy could fire him, but that's not how it normally works. In a company, you have the shareholder electing the board, and of course, as a shareholder, you can elect yourself as the board, and then the board decides who the CEO is and hires a CEO. It can be someone from the founders. It can even be someone on the board. And normally the founder is the CEO and also is on the board in startups, especially. So this doesn't make sense. Like, it's not like you appoint someone as CEO and now you give him the keys to the kingdom and now he can fire you. Not at all. As long as you are the main shareholder, and as long as you don't have weird shareholder agreements that limit your powers, which I hope he didn't have. This is very non-standard, that you can appoint a CEO that you cannot remove as a majority holder. But listen, there are many things that are non-standard about this. So I'm not super surprised. But let's continue listening.
This is going somewhere, guys. This is not going to be something that I'm going to take sitting on my hands. So you guys have to understand that these allegations of me relapsing, especially with them putting it out on social media, that's defamation. That's defamation 100%. So it won't be too long before those chickens come to roost, and I'm able to prove a lot of that stuff. And it is what it is. Another thing is, TJ's dad is our CFO. His dad is a snake. I'll tell you that. His dad is a snake as well. His dad has. There's all kinds of stuff him and TJ have been cooking up, and it's unbelievable. And they think I don't know about what they've been doing, and I know for sure. And so when think about this, when your business partner who tries to steal your company from you, when his dad is the CFO, think about all the implications of that. Think about that conflict of interest. When I hired him, because when TJ hired him, he's not even a CPA. He doesn't even have any financial experience at all. He worked at Wellstar working on machines. This guy knew not. It was his dad, and I trusted TJ. I trusted TJ so much, and I let him bring him in. And he said he'll do a good job. And guess what, guys? 2 years later, our taxes for 2021 still aren't done. I've been on them so much about it. It's because they're going to try to freaking they're trying to work out some kind of plan where they can save themselves. That's what's going on. The CFO does not even have our taxes done for 2021. So think about this, guys. The level of incompetence and the people underneath me is ridiculous. And when I call them out on the incompetence, I'm the villain. I'm a bad guy. I'm the villain because his dad, I would ask him to do something, he wouldn't do it, and I would get onto him for it. I'm the villain for that, even though it's my company. These people forgot whose company this is. They think they have anything to do with it, and they don't. Guys, look at Hit Network. Look at Hit Network. What is Hit Network? It's a bunch
That's
of
great. Wait, before guys, I mean, this is also crazy. So apparently, this guy that he has hired, then he hired the guy's dad as CFO, and this dad, he doesn't have he doesn't have the skills to be a CFO, so their taxes for 2021 are still not done, which I guess the IRS is coming after them for. And yeah, I mean, what can I say? There are many non-standard things here. And here's the thing. At the end of the day, the ultimate responsibility is with the CEO. CEO needs to ensure that people underneath are competent. So I wouldn't give away the responsibility. Like BitBoy says, look at the people underneath me, they're so irresponsible. The thing is the CEO's responsibility. That's it. So if someone is incompetent, they should be fired instantly, like without blinking. They should be gone. If someone is incompetent in a position such as CFO and they cannot even do taxes for 2 years ago, they should have been fired a long time ago. Now, again, I'm not sure what powers BitBoy actually has. Can he fire people from his own company? Because a lot of this doesn't make sense to me. Normally, this would be standard procedure. If you are the owner, you can fire the CEO, you can fire the CFO, you can do whatever you want. If you are the owner. Let's see if we get the full picture, but I get kind of 70% of the picture. And it's the following, that when BitBoy set up everything, he did not do it in his own name. For example, the trademark he did not do in his own name, and probably the whole company was also not in his own name. I guess that's what happened. That he is not actually the owner of it. When it comes to the shares, maybe they have some agreement where he is like the owner, but like in some agreement on top of the actual shares. Like, I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm pulling stuff out of my where. I'm just throwing out some ideas that may or may not be correct. So yeah, let me know what you think. How come the founder and owner of the company cannot fire the CEO or CFO if they're super incompetent? Let me know what you think, guys, and we continue.
Garbage. That's what it is. It's Frank. Frank does good job. Good job, Frank. I'm not sure where Frank's loyalty lies yet, but he hasn't texted me or talked to me, so I think I know. There's only been 5 people from my company that have contacted me. 5 out of 40. 5 people that are loyal. That's it. And all 5 of those people, they're still going to have jobs. The rest of them, they better buckle up. And if there is anybody that's in my employee that's listening, and they want to cross the line and show you who they're loyal to, then they can do that. But the fact is that Frankie's channel is the only one that produces any income around the blockchain. That's my fucking show. I created it and I incubated on my channel. That's the only reason it's successful, right? That's literally all they have. We don't have another sponsor for another channel that's on Hit Network. And I can tell you guys that Hit Network is dead. Hit Network is going to be dead going forward. All of those shows are going to be gone, 100%. The fact that all of these people have turned their back on me like this and stabbed me in the back like Julius Caesar on the Ides of March, it's literally disgusting. And if they think I'm going to take this sitting down, hey, bring it all out. Let's bring it all out of the closet. Let's do it, because I'm ready. So there we go. You guys don't have to worry about any kind of relapse. That's false. I'm going to be going after them for defamation for that. And, it's going to be all out war. All I can tell you guys is buckle up. I don't know if it's going to be good for the price in the short term, but overall, I'm going to take back control of everything. And if I don't, if somehow, because of the level of deceit that TJ has led along the way, leaving me off the building, leaving me off the trademark, it doesn't matter. I still win. No matter what happens with the company. Because if I lose in court and I lose the company, then that's okay. They have nothing. I start over. It's not a big deal. I start over with way more publicity than I had before. And everybody sees what Hit Network is doing. Hit Network is TJ. Let's just be for real about it. Hit Network is TJ. It was his idea to do all these other shows. I came up with I came up with the name, and he came up with the idea of it. And they've all been a fucking flop. That guy has never brought in $1 to this company, and he knows it. And that's why he thought he was going to be replaced. And that is what he's always been protecting himself from getting replaced. And this is basically the coup d'etat that has now occurred where he's trying to do it. But I say, TJ, take it. That's fine. Take it. Take the company. I'm going to fight for it.
See, this is where I don't understand the guys that took over the channel, because I fully agree with BitBoy. Like I said, the channel itself is worthless. Like these guys, when I tried watching, like it's a bit cringe. It's a bit cringe because it's not BitBoy. It's still BitBoy logo. It's anyway. Maybe it's me personally. Let me know in the comment section what you think. So what do they have? Like they take the brand BitBoy, but BitBoy. I mean, this is BitBoy. Like BitBoy is this. So all the sponsors, will they keep sponsoring? Sponsors mainly care about the return on investment, so it's all about the community. Is community still watching or not? That's the big question, but to me it's quite a small question. But what else do they win? Maybe they win the money. It could be that the company has assets in terms of cryptocurrencies. Maybe that building that BitBoy mentioned, that Ben mentioned. Maybe that's what he is speaking about. And that's why they want to take over the company. They don't really care about the channel that much. And if I was Ben, it all depends on how much money is in the company. Is it worth fighting for? Because I would just recreate it. Like he said himself, within a few months, he can recreate. To do this massive battle, it all depends how much there is to gain and how much like personal vendetta you have. Do you really want to ensure that these guys that they get what they deserve or not? And also it depends on the circumstances. Like if he really doesn't own the company, if he really doesn't own the trademark, it is what it is. Just recreate from scratch. Don't get any unnecessary partners. And it's a big massive lesson. It is what it is. It's a massive lesson, but it's a lesson, and you can move on. But if there are things to win, for example, if it's still not super clear who actually owns the company, and there is a chance in court, and there is a lot of money to win, maybe it's worth it. We don't know the details, but that's probably what BitBoy is thinking. He's probably thinking about his next step, what's worth doing, what's not worth doing, and yeah, we'll be watching from the sidelines. Let's continue.
But they can take it. This is going to be the most brutal divorce, brutal split you've ever seen in your lives. So there we go. That's all I got, guys. Now I got fired up. All right, see you. Bye.
Well, and to kind of add to that, you know, even if Ben lets the company go, he's the only reason we're asking employees even. With what
let's not even get into that. They're literally bribing employees. One of our employees came to me the other day and said, "Hey, you know, TJ talked to me, and TJ told me everything that's going on, and said you were doing cocaine, and then he gave me 3.5 Ethereum." You got to be kidding me! He's literally bribing employees. That's on the freaking blockchain. And he's using company money to do it because we're not supposed to really have personal crypto. That was in our agreement. So that means he's using my money to pay off employees to bring them over to his side. And this is going to come out, and people are going to see this stuff. People are going to see the underhanded tactics. I got somebody in Pluto Alliance tell me they tried to warn me. People have tried to warn me about Justin. They've tried to warn me about TJ since day one. But at the end of the day, I'm loyal, and I thought these were my friends. I thought that these were my friends, and I thought that I could trust them. And I thought, even though things didn't look the greatest, I was paranoid. I thought I was paranoid. Like, okay, there's no way he's taking me off the building, but he's going to put me back on, and I understand why he did it, and blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, this has been going on forever, and I was loyal. And unfortunately, that's what led to all this. You know, TJ felt like I was going to push him out of the company, and Justin did too. They both felt like they were going to get pushed out. You know, they've been working some very, very interesting angles, some very, very interesting optics here, and it's not working. Everybody saw through what they did yesterday. Everybody saw through what they did. Everybody saw it. It's not something that they're going to be able to, you know, keep being vague about stuff. Like I said, they're saying I relapsed because I take diet pills from a weight loss clinic. And if you press them on it, that's what they're going to have to say. They're trying to threaten me. They're trying to hold stuff over my head. And at the end of the day, if they don't know motherfucking Ben Armstrong, then damn right they're about to find out.
So I'm looking at the comments. Crypto.
She literally went to my house. I do steroids, guys. Big shocker. That shouldn't be shocking to anybody. Which, by the way, TJ and Justin buy from me. TJ and Justin buy steroids from me, by the way, just so you all know. I take testosterone and I take maybe some Dynabol every once in a while. It's not a big deal. I don't need to take it all the time. It's like a pre-workout. I go to the gym and I kill it at the gym, and I've been getting big, and it's been good. And they're trying to spin this around like it's some kind of giant problem. We've got a guy who's been a go-between between us, and even he's like, well, you need. They're all doing them. They're all doing them too. It's retarded. Like, it's so absolutely asinine, right? So what they did is they sent Allison over to my house to go get some of my steroid pills. My Armidex, which is an anti-estrogen inhibitor, basically makes it so when you do testosterone, you don't get man boobs. And she went and got those, and then she went and got Armidex, and she took them back to the office, and they took pictures of them in the office. Like, I took them to the office. Listen how fucked up this is. You want to talk about insane? This right here will drive the entire plan to the front of your mind. Here's what they did. They go to my house. I need some of the Armidex like a couple days later because I take a shot of testosterone. And so, guys, I'm not this manly by myself. So, anyways, the point is that I needed to take some Armidex, and I go to my counter, or I go to my bathroom counter or cabinet, and they're not there. And I'm like, this is messed up. I think my house cleaner stole them because we've been missing some shirts here and there, and so we think the house cleaner has stolen them. Is what it boils down to. And so what happens is I call Allison. I'm like, Allison, what in the world is going on here? Allison, I got so much stuff on her too. I'm not ready to throw her completely under the bus and ruin her life, but it's on the tips of my fingers. But the fact is that Allison says, about the house cleaner, she goes, yeah, well, oh, so you want me to fire her? I'm like, yeah, you have to. I mean, she just stole all this stuff from us. And so then, lo and behold, 1 week later, after the house cleaner has not been around, the house cleaner's gone. What happens? On my bathroom counter when I get back from a trip, what sits there? That Armidex and that Dynabol sitting right there on my counter. Guys, I didn't miss that. Now, funny story is, the day before I found them, Allison, or 2 days before them, Allison says, hey, Ben, I really need to go to your house and do something. So she goes and goes to my house that day, and she asked 2 or 3 times. I'm like, yeah, I guess you can, because I was going to go myself. She's like, yeah, I guess I can. And so when I came back to the house a couple days later, guess what was on the counter? These people are so diabolical with what they're doing. It's literally insane. And so Allison is definitely with them. Frank, I'm not sure about. Frank is not contacting me. I mean, look, when these people are not contacting me, I'm taking that as they're on the other team. That's what's happening. I'm taking that like they're on the other team. So DZ has not contacted me. I suspect DZ knew this was going on, and he thought he was going to get to take over the channel. I suspect, but I don't know. And as far as I know Nick Demondi is in the trader group. I'm not sure who else is for 100% outside of those 4 or 5 people. So, but like I said, if people are not, like I said, I've had 5 employees reach out. And tell me they support me. One has already quit. One is in a situation or a couple of them are in a situation where they can't quit. So, all right, that's it. Oh, and
Well, with you, Ben.
really, let me go into one more thing. I want to go into Bencoin. Obviously, this is the Bencoin chat. This is what you guys care about. And at the end of the day, they have 0 rights to the Bencoin Foundation. So if I had to start all over again, I'm starting over with Bencoin, and we're going to make Bencoin the channel. Bencoin is going to be my channel. Which, by the way, I don't know if you guys know this. Back at the office, they were selling off massive amounts this week. So if anybody saw large wallets dumping, it was TJ and his dad. Just so you guys know, I don't know how much they dumped. Some people said, but that they had absolutely some from the liquidity pool. They have no rights to that. They have absolutely no rights to that. They're not in any agreement. And so when they're making decisions, then they're running on their own, and they've stolen it from me. By the way, they've stolen the liquidity pool and they've stolen all the Bitcoin. They hold all of it. They've stolen it. So this is the kind of thing that I'm telling you guys. They better watch their moves carefully, because as they are selling off Bitcoin, or when they did, what I'm hoping is this puts a stop to it. It didn't happen yesterday. It only happened 2 days ago. But yeah. So anyways, the Bitcoin's going to be fine though. Like at the end of the day, if we go down more, it doesn't matter, guys. This is my life's work. This is what I'm going, and now I'm going to be freer and more able to do it, than ever before. And like I said, we're going to turn this into the channel. The channel is going to become the Bitcoin channel, and my Twitter is going to become the Bitcoin Twitter, unless I'm able to get everything back. But still, at the end of the day, this is going to be my focus. This has never changed. And a lot of this, I'll tell you, a lot of this stems from bitterness from them about Bitcoin. They don't like Bitcoin because Justin Williams had basically this big pump and dump scheme that he was organizing and got a lot of people involved in it right about the time that I went into Bitcoin and stumbled into it and everything. And he's been mad about that ever since. We got into it really bad over that, because he was basically, he had told me, I'll tell you guys exactly what happened, is that Bambi was a coin that he told me was going to go up for sure. He told me, he said, I know the founder, I know the guy behind Bambi, I know it's going to go up for 100%. Like you're going to do a good job if you basically, if you support it. And the thing is that I did a couple things about it because I thought it was going to go up. I didn't do it to make it go up. I did it because I was told this coin is going to be a winning coin. And I wanted my people to win. That's why I wanted to put it in the newsletter. I wanted people to win. That's what I wanted. And so what occurs is that Bitcoin gets inherited during that same window. And then Justin gets mad at me about, he says, oh, you're going to pump this coin. I said, I'm not going to pump this coin. I don't pump coins. It's not what I do. I said, you told me it was going up and I wanted my people to have a win. And that didn't seem to matter to him. He was so mad about that. And if you go back to 2020, if you look at every single coin that I ever covered that turned out to be a scam, that was a rug pull, guess who was behind talking me into doing it? Guess who was behind it? No, I think this one's good. This one's good. Justin Williams. Justin Williams. He is behind so much that you guys don't know. A lot of the damage I've taken to my reputation is because of Justin Williams. And that's why there's motivation for them to be coming after me right now. So just understand this. Bitcoin is the focus. They're also upset that I'm potentially going to Dubai. They don't like that. That's probably a lot of the timing of these power moves. But they don't like that I'm going to Dubai. They don't like that because that puts them out of control. And once again, they feel like they're being pushed out. So Bitcoin ultimately is probably going to end up over in Dubai. My entire business, the Bitcoin Foundation, is probably going to end up over there in Dubai. And that's probably the direction that we're going to head in. So I think that, they can levy out allegations that are false. I can levy out ones that are real. But at the end of the day, what do I care about more than anything? What do I care about more than anything? Crypto adoption is the only way we save the world. What is Bitcoin? It's a crypto adoption coin. It's a crypto adoption coin. Okay? This is all that matters to me. All that matters to me is that we see adoption in crypto, and that in the future, we're living in a different kind of world. One where there's privacy, one where there's control. And Bitcoin is the avenue to get that done. The V2 contract is still being worked on. And we're gonna continue forward. Like Cassie said, the roadmap is uninterrupted by any of this. I think that this is going to be something very powerful. That is going to be, when this thing comes back. When it comes back, and it will come back. Do not second think that. When this comes back, people are going to look and they're going to stand in awe of what we did. And I'm super excited about that. So I'm going to go ahead and jump off here, guys. I appreciate all of you. And there we go.
Okay, that's it.
Okay.
That's it, guys. That's it. So, how do we summarize it? Number one, this is not the end of the saga. I mean, I think we'll understand that this is just gonna give us more and more things to watch out for, because Ben is not going anywhere. He is not relapsing, according to himself and according to the drug test we covered this morning. And it's a big lesson to everyone who's doing any kind of business. Ensure that if you are the main person in your business doing like YouTube, for example, no need to bring anyone else. It's unnecessary. Always better to have some agreement, figure stuff out outside, maybe some agreement where you invoice each other instead of ownership. Now, in some other businesses, you need co-founders where it's more you're not on your own. Totally fine. But that's the biggest lesson. It's super dirty. We don't actually know why it is the way it is, but probably Ben doesn't own the company. Otherwise, it would be impossible. If you own the company, it's impossible to remove you. So probably he doesn't have majority control. So the trademark and also the company assets are not under his control. I guess that's how it is. I mean, how else? And yeah, there is, although it is what it is, there are still a lot of chances for him to get back in court because there's a lot of things that can be investigated here. What he said about the bribes, that the company money was used for personal things and so on and so forth. Let's see, guys. But it is tragic. It is tragic because I met BitBoy in 2019. I know that he built this channel himself. I know that the channel wouldn't be anything if without BitBoy, if someone else created it. BitBoy is BitBoy. That's it. All the crazy stuff he's done in the past doesn't. I mean, this situation doesn't remove them. But at the end of the day, you remove the whole channel. You remove everything. I mean, it is what it is, guys. You know my view, you know my stance. And of course, let me know if you agree with this or disagree. Let me know whether you support BitBoy or not. Let's continue in the comment sections. Again, thanks all for watching. See you all tomorrow morning and goodbye, guys. Goodbye.